Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know what it is. Rec room.
Yo.
Rookie, I'm a vet. Cashing out a check. Barely break a sweat.
I'm your boy Mouse Lion.
That's your boy Busy On.
You already know who on the strings and the ones and twos in the background. Geppetto, out the wizard. How y'all doing out there?
Finals, bro.
Yeah, we getting
finals
close to the pinnacle. We getting to that point, climax of the situation and whatnot. It's looking like SGA for MVP, bro, doing this thing.
Shout out Jalen Williams too, man.
Yeah, no,
he making a fight. He probably won't get it, but he making a good Pippen fight. You know what I mean?
Yo,
He's right there with him.
they said to win a championship, you gotta follow the Celtics template. You gotta have your superstar. That's SGA. You gotta have a Jalen. They got a Jalen. You gotta have the lanky unicorn. That's Chat.
Definitely got the
and then you
unicorn.
gotta have the little defensive guy on the guard end, and that's Caruso. You feel me? They got that dude. So if they following the Celtics template from last year, this is it, and it's all young talent. You see, besides Caruso, who technically is homegrown. He started there from the G League status, so they're really a homegrown team all the way around for real. You want to see him do well? I feel bad because Halliburton hurt, but he was timid before the injury.
I agree, but I feel like it's one of those things. Like maybe he tweaked it before that, but he was able to play through it. Once he took that dive, it's like, damn, I really can't hide this joint no more. It's like, damn. I feel like. So do you feel like he got to play?
I feel like.
So does he have to play?
This is
or do you
literally
restrict him or.
This is a double-edged sword because even without scoring, he's not the leading scorer in his team, but his facilitating and his movement, like how Steph Curry is such a threat off the ball.
Right.
Halliburton provides that the way you would love a Jason Kidd to just give you defense. He don't give you that much defense, but he has good size for a point guard. So his
spacing
right, you feel me? What he does off ball and what he does on the ball without scoring is still valuable and what they need to, get over the hump right now.
That's true.
You feel me? Nembhard is a bucket, but he's not a facilitator. You feel me? Nembhard is a bucket.
So I feel like he's a perfect complement. I feel like he's a perfect complement. Like in games where you need scoring, he can score. If you need games where because they've had a couple games in the finals as to where they let Nembhard run the show.
I'm not taking nothing away from that. What I'm saying is
they can play the two for real.
If we say in roles, because if you look at what Indiana has done, everybody else outside of maybe Miles Turner and Halliburton has been filling roles to a good amount, if you ask me.
Yeah,
you feel me?
I feel like
especially like even TJ McConnell the other night.
No, absolutely.
Snap. You feel me?
You can always book him for like 12 and 5.
Exactly.
Off the bench,
it's always somebody giving you the heart. You look for Halliburton to put that icing on the top, which is usually what he do, and he's not doing that right now.
Right.
So if you ask me what's the difference in this finals, it's not even OKC defense, because at first Indiana was keeping up with it. They're giving OKC some rough times, but if you can't get your buckets from your stars, what are you gonna do? Because SGA is giving you his. You feel me? He's not holding back.
He 30 a night.
And Jalen is matching. You feel me? And Chet out there playing defense like I'm really 7 foot. My arm's really 7'6". It's really a problem.
If it was me, this how I would play it. Like, all right, cool. So, but in my mind, as soon as I seen like, all right, cool, you talking about the Cavs situation, Kevin Durant automatically popped in my head.
That's what I'm saying, it's a double-edged sword.
When they played the Raptors, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, he had a Cavs situation, he gonna thug it out, and went out
And
there
then
and
it popped.
ruptured his Achilles. I'm like,
yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking about, and that's what it lead to. You feel me?
And you're right, it definitely can lead to that.
That or a hammy, because it's the quad.
But it's the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like are you hurt? Are you hurt or are you injured?
You gotta play.
Everybody's hurt at this time. Now, if you injured and you can't play, all right, such is life. It just is what it is.
You gotta
but
play,
if you
bro.
hurt and you can play, I feel like you gotta try to thug it out. What I would do is I would let Nembhard run point, and I would move Tyrese to the 6-man position. So that way you give him early minutes and spurts just to see, all right, cool, how's he moving? You can still be out there. You can still space the floor. You're just not the primary ball handler.
Only reason I don't like that is because TJ is such an aggressive fuel for that second unit. I don't want to put Tyrese in that situation.
No. So for me, the same thing. I'm starting Nate Smith and Nembhard, right? They're the two guards, and then your first two guards coming in is going to be your guards are going to be TJ McConnell, Tyrese Halliburton, and Ben Mathurin.
I was about to say, you starting Mathurin?
No. Everybody just moved down one.
Okay.
Everybody just moved down one. That's all. And you can figure somebody. I mean, maybe you do start Mathurin. I don't know, because you still got to fill the 3 spot.
Doing all that, even if they does listen to you, think that makes a difference? You think OK's defense can be broken that way?
So I look at it as, if you got Halliburton coming off the bench, you don't really know who to focus in on defensively. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it gives it a change It gives it a change.
That would I mean, it's an adjustment.
Team effort is gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be your man Siakam. It's gonna have to be.
I dig
you gotta be 30 ball. I need 30, guaranteed.
I mean, but Siakam is doing that.
But
you
that's
feel
what
me?
I'm saying,
Maybe not to that clip. He actually not scoring as efficiently as he would like, but he's doing everything else. Rebounding,
I
defense.
don't have no complaints with what he's doing. But I'm gonna need if I make an adjustment like that and I take scoring out of the lineup, I need you to be 30.
My problem is because I've already said earlier that I thought Siakam was like the X factor. Like, he is the one that you can't stick one-on-one.
Yeah, right.
There is no player out there on the other side. But at the same time, OKC is a team defensive organization. So I feel like the problem is you make an adjustment on Indiana. OKC is prepared to adjust to that. The way a Boston Celtics defense is hard to play against overall.
But I put it to you like this. All right, so depending on the effectiveness of Halliburton, right? Mm-hmm. All right, if you will lock down Caruso or whatever, or Casey Wallace or whoever's gonna wind up, you got to show me then. You gonna have to show me that the second unit.
Somebody got to show it to me.
The second unit is legit.
Real rap. Because I mean, McConnell legit.
No. I'm talking defensively for OKC.
Yeah.
So whatever your second unit is, if it's gonna be Caruso or it's gonna be Casey Wallace or Wiggins or one of them, if y'all gonna show me that y'all tough, and you can hold a Tyrese Halliburton that's maybe 60-70%.
Caruso gonna get 5 fouls, and he don't get fouls.
But I'm just saying, because you gotta have him. If he can play, you gotta have him out there. That's my feeling.
He has to play.
I'm
injury risk
just off of being a fan. I'm gonna say that the Pacers are gonna take Game 6 just because everybody's counting them out.
They have to.
The smart money gonna be on. I know they already said
all money should be on OKC.
Yeah, no. For points wise, you can take the Pacers and the points pride. It's gonna be at least like 15.
I'm not gonna lie.
Plus 15 or some shit like that.
At this point, the only thing that I feel helps them is that they gotta play in Indiana.
That's what I'm saying.
And Caitlin Clark gotta come to the game because like they don't lose when she comes to the game.
All right.
That's they Taylor Swift.
I'm about to say
they don't lose when Caitlin
something.
Clark come to the game, so she gotta pull up or something.
Tell Reggie to pull up with the jersey tucked in the pants.
Something. Everybody gotta bring all the tricks out.
Rick Smits, they gotta bring Rick Smits. And
I was hoping Indiana could figure it out, but I personally don't think at this point. I feel like OKC has adjusted, figured out, and seen what to do with Indiana, and I also feel like Halliburton not being on full go hinders them from any real chance of being able to. Because what are you doing? What are you going to do about SGA who's still giving you 30?
So I like how both teams react after a loss. Like OKC is going to come out bombing after they lost. They'll lose the game before and then come out bombing.
Yeah.
But so has Indiana for real. And I feel like because it's such a team offense with them. You're gonna find it's not like they haven't been scoring with even with and without, when Halliburton go off to the bench. They scored. You know what I'm saying? The pace is there, everything.
My problem always returns to the point where it stretches where OKC becomes so suffocating. You feel me? Even if it's like for a 4-minute spurt. Cool. But in that 4-minute spurt, they still give you buckets. And all of a sudden, what was like, we down 3 turns into we down 13. And then you go in a half diswildered.
But you know what enables that though? A lot of bad shot selection. Turnovers and whatnot, like those are two main things. Like when they go on those runs, it's those things.
But it's only bad selection when they miss, because Halliburton got to take some of the shots to get hot. And if he missing them and he cold the whole night, then what? Everybody
has to step up. It has to be. It's one of those things. Like if you betting on FanDuel, I need every starter has to have like 15.
I feel like everybody stepped up except Miles Turner. I feel like everybody stepped up except Miles Turner.
I like Miles Turner early in the series. So again. Maybe that's it. Maybe Obi Toppin. Maybe he's a 6-man for them that comes in.
Obi been doing it though, shooting threes. You feel me?
Obi
been shooting threes, and he's the dunker.
So this is what I'm saying. It's not like it'd be different if you tell me the bench comes in and everybody looks lost. Different games, you get different things. Like you're not going to bank Jalen Williams for 25 or 30 every night.
Jalen been giving you the dub every night.
No, the last 3 games he been on fire, absolutely. But early in the series. People was looking like, yo, where you at? So he's coming alive. I just feel like they need one of those performances. The same way Ben Mathurin got 30 off the bench, one of those days. You need a surprise person to give you 25, 30 off the bench maybe. You know
it could be Caruso though. It would be Caruso.
I mean from Indiana, for Indiana to win.
I mean, McConnell got to do it again.
For Indiana to win. And
I got McConnell for 15. But I need Miles Turner to give you 18-8.
Right,
you feel me? If Miles Turner give you 18-8, if Tyrese Halliburton even give you 20, I'm not even saying go off. Give me 20.
My highest expectation would be like a 15, 17.
Bro,
like
I want a 20-point triple-double. It's the finals. I want a
That's
20-point
that's a lot,
triple-double.
though.
Bro, what?
I
want 20, 11, and 10. Can I get 20, 11, and 10?
I don't think he had that. What did he get? One? He got one triple this
He got one triple-double so far.
But you
it's
also
the finals.
But you also talking about you hurt. So
Bro.
if you give me 15, like a 15-8 situation, and you play a decoy and you getting everybody involved.
SGA keep
hockey
giving
assists,
you 30. He giving you 5 rebounds, giving you 6 assists. I need 20, 11, and 10.
That's gaudy.
In the finals,
that's real
bro.
gaudy.
In the finals, I need you to give me everything you got.
If Indiana can find their way to Game 7, then yeah, I'll rock with you. Yeah, Holly, if you playing, go all out. You know what I'm saying? But for Game 6, it's like, look, just do enough. Don't do too much. Because it could be a game after this. Hopefully.
Before we switch topics real quick, give me your final pick, man. OKC or Indiana?
It'll probably be OKC. But I would really love. At this point, you know, we got an injury, so I'm hoping for 7. I'm just fingers crossed for 7.
I'm going OKC in 6,
7.
bro. I'm sorry. I think it's over. Holly ain't 100. It's over.
I ain't mad at that.
Moving on to something else in basketball that's starting to heat up. You got superstars maybe on the move. KD on the block. Giannis maybe on the block. Both players saying they open mind to being moved. We got teams openly saying they're interested. KD letting it known the 3 teams he really want to go to: Heat, Rockets, Spurs. Spurs just coming out saying they not willing to put everything on the table.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rockets saying they want to keep Jalen Green. They want to keep Jabari. They want to keep Tari.
That can go.
They haven't actually out loud said they want to keep Ahmad Thompson, so I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting to hear that because I need to hear him say out loud that they don't want him to go either. Reed Shepard and the picks can go.
Man.
You feel me?
Anybody, specifically for the Rockets, anybody that's not named Segun or Thompson, you can go. That's how I feel like they should be. Because when it got rough and it got tough in a playoff series against former champions, they was the ones that showed up. I don't want to hear nothing about no Jabari or no Green, and they went MIA. I ain't talking where the Heat play at. I'm sorry.
A good sign for KD.
I'm sorry.
A good sign for KD. We did extend Steven Adams, a former OKC teammate. So we'll see if that makes any influence.
I want to see KD and Giannis in San Antonio.
They're not going nowhere together.
I don't know that to be true.
They're not going nowhere.
I do not know that to be true.
It's too expensive.
No, it's really not. It's really not though.
Bro, look what Bane fucked the block up. They just paid like 5 picks.
That's a horrible trade.
5 picks, 3 players.
That's a horrible trade. That's a horrible trade for Orlando.
It's not a horrible trade.
No, it's an extremely horrible trade.
Let me tell you why it's not a horrible trade. Every starting position that they have now has a player under 25 that is a viable starter.
Dig that.
You no longer need to draft a starter for any of your starter positions. You need veterans and you need role players. You don't need another pick. You need savvy NBA veterans.
I'm not giving up 4 of them though. I'm not giving up 4 picks for a rotational player.
If I'm saying that he's a starter, he is. He may have been a rotational player, but now he's locked in as a centerpiece.
That don't mean you should be though. Just because they traded for you and paid or teams trade or pay players, that don't mean that they should be.
Jalen Brunson.
That's like Caldwell Pope.
Jalen Brunson has so much potential, but I don't think we saw this much out of Jalen Brunson. That's all I'm saying. Usage rate is,
that will do it. We've seen it with James Harden. James Harden was a 6-man and turned into with the usage rate.
Maybe Orlando sees one of those 2 prospects out of Desmond Bane. That's what I feel.
I feel like they're not done.
They may not be done, but I feel like they don't have to.
They got to make another move.
They don't have to draft anymore. So I get giving up the picks. All the starters are now under 25.
Yeah, but what the bench look like though? That's the question. You can't just win with a 5.
But now the bench is savvy vets who don't need tick.
Nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Especially in the East, I don't believe that.
I mean, that's where I'm at with it. But
we looking at the Pacers, you know what I mean? And we saw what happened with the Knicks ran 5 and no bench came in to help.
Yeah, bro, we out here trying to get Mikal Bridges to play 48 minutes next to Josh Hart while he get 10 rebounds at the point guard position. This is crazy. But you know what it is. We hear you. You already know how we get down. Rack Room. We in the building. I'm your boy Mouse Lion.
And I'm your boy BZ On. One time, shout out to Florida Panthers, man.
2-time champion.
Florida Panthers, 2 times, 3 NHL.
Back to back.
Maybe three times to the chip and 2 brought home. That's crazy, back to back, man.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to the guys, man.
Yeah, that. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We happy you came through. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, I mean, come through again. Hit us up on the Instagrams,
Yeah.
hit us up on the X's, hit us up on the Facebooks, YouTube. Watch all the content, follow back, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Show love.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, man. One time, Rec Room.
Rock roll.